Isaac Chamberlain's about to come in and fight, and I'm guessing here you care to support your guy, right?
Yeah, I'm here to support Chamberlain, man. Hopefully he puts on a great performance, man.
How long have you known Isaac for?
Years, man. I couldn't even... Yeah, years. Long time.
Okay. So what are you expecting? Do you know much about this guy he's fighting? He fought Okoli the last time he fought. He got knocked out in like 3 rounds. What do you think Isaac is going to do?
I'm expecting an explosive performance. I think Isaac's had a hard camp. You saw the shape he was in. He was ripped. Like, he's put in the work this camp. So I'm expecting an explosive performance. I ain't going to go and say he'll probably get him out there before Okoli. But if he does, I'll put it down to his preparation for this fight. But I think we're seeing the stoppage tonight.
Okay, I look forward to it. What's going on with you? What's the latest? Give me some updates.
Just out in the new year, and nothing penciled in yet. So hopefully Feb, March times I'll be out. So yeah.
Would you like to have a go at the British title again, or you think you've passed that?
It's not even a matter I think I've passed that. It's a matter of what's available and opportunities and stuff. You feel me? So I feel like I've done the British, but of course if there's no other routes open for me, then that's another title that I'd love to get my hands back on, innit? But if there's another route open for me, then I definitely will go that way.
Do you know who's going to be fighting for it next? I mean, Felix Cash looks as if he might be vacating it. So, what was it? Linus Udofia might be next. What do you think about that?
I think he has vacated it. Linus is mandatory for it, so he'll probably be up for it next with whoever they get. So I don't know.
Do you have an idea who he might be fighting for it?
No idea, but there's a whole load of people in the division that probably want a shot at that. So, yeah, it'll probably be a good fight whoever he fights next.
So it's definitely not going to be you fighting Linus for that British strap?
Nah, man, not me. That's not a fight that I'm going to force myself up against anymore, because, you know, we tried to get it for Southern area. Once I pass it, it's all right, innit? But if it does get called, I'll definitely take that. But I ain't going to scream and shout about a fight that I couldn't get back in the day, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. I wish him all the best. If he wins that, good luck to him. His patience paid off and he won the British, and it is what it is. But, yeah.
Next question. I mean, you're from South London, and I'm sure you've been happy with the news coming up with Dillian Whyte getting Fury has to face his mandatory Dillian Whyte. What did you think about that news?
Oh, it's a good fight, man. It's good for Dillian. He's been mandatory for what? I don't know, near enough 3 years or more. Like, I don't know how many days, but I just know it's been 3 years or more. So he deserves a shot. I don't think there's any other fighter that's been out there mandatory for that long. So he's kind of been mistreated in that sense. But he's got his shot now. Everything else doesn't matter no more. Throw that in the bin, because he's got his shot now. So hopefully he goes out there and does what he needs to do.
If the fight do happen, how do you see it going?
It's a good fight, man. I think it's a good fight, man. I think Freezy has to... I said Freezy because I just heard him shouting. I think Dillian has to just put his A game on and stick it on Fury. But Fury's come with a different fighting style nowadays. You know, like Fury's not the same Fury that moves around and pitter-patters and boxes. So he's going to want to try and put it on Dillian Whyte too. But I think it'll be an explosive fight.
Okay. Tomorrow there's going to be Conor Benn fighting Algieri. How do you see that fight going?
Good fight, man. I haven't seen Algieri box in years, but I know he's a man that takes care of himself and looks after his body, so he ain't abused his body. I know he's 37, but he's not a 37-year-old that's over it. So he looked in good shape, he looks healthy, and hopefully he puts up a good performance. But I think it's made for Conor Benn to win. This is Conor Benn's, all the fights coming out, he's coming out parties to, or his route to world level, do you know what I mean? So it'll be a good fight, but Conor Benn should win.
And lastly, let's go back down to your weight. Up to your weight. We was talking about welterweight before. Well, middleweight next year again. Liam Willams against Eubank. How do you see that fight going?
That's a good fight, man. I think for that fight we need the old Eubank back to win that. I think this whole new Roy Jones style is too late and too short to try and adapt that style against someone as aggressive as Williams. If he fights like that, I'm edging William. But if he goes back to what he knows, it will be a great fight, and it will just be gory and bloody, so it will be a good fight to watch. But if he fights like how he's been fighting recently, I'm going to edge Williams.
Anything else you want to tell me? Anything?
Nah, no news, but I'll message you if there's any news coming up anyway.
All right then, Denzel, all the best and congrats for getting that win out of the way. Finish the year on a W, and hope to see what you do next year.
Nice one, thank you, man. Thank you.
Uncle T signing up.